You know, when you hear the term net worth, your mind probably jumps straight to billionaires on yachts. But here's the thing, that's not what it's really about. Net worth isn't some exclusive club for the rich. It's actually a super important number for every single one of us. And today, we're going to figure out yours.
Have you ever just stopped and wondered, with all the hard work, all the saving, all the budgeting, am I actually getting anywhere? It's so easy to lose sight of the big picture when you're just focused on getting through the month.
Well, what if I told you there's one single, kind of magical number that cuts through all that confusion? A number that tells you, in black and white, exactly where you stand financially. That number, my friends, is your net worth.
Okay, so let's get into it. The easiest way to think about your net worth is like a personal financial scorecard. It's the bottom line, the ultimate measure of how you're doing. So let's figure out how we actually get to that number.
And hey, don't switch off if you're not a maths person. I promise you, there's no complicated algebra here. The formula is as simple as it gets. It's just what you own minus what you owe. That's it.
Seriously, that's the whole concept in a nutshell. It's everything you own. We call those your assets, minus everything you owe, and we call those your liabilities.
So, before we can do any maths, we've got to get two things straight. What actually counts as an asset and what counts as a liability. What's the stuff you own versus the stuff you owe?
Here's a really simple way to look at it. Assets are the things that work for you. They put money in your pocket or grow over time. Liabilities, on the other hand, well, they're the things that literally eat your money, taking a chunk out of your bank account every single month.
So what are we talking about when we say assets? Well, it's all the good stuff. Your retirement funds, your pension, provident fund, or an RA. It's your investments, like a tax-free savings account or any ETFs you've got. And yep, it's also the simple stuff, like the money sitting in your bank account, the cash you have on you, and the value of any property you might own.
Exactly like this. That wallet, the actual rands inside it, and the bank accounts connected to these FNB and ABSA cards, that's all part of your assets. It's the money that's actually yours. But, and this is a really important but, we need to be clear. We're only counting what we call investable assets. So as our source material so brilliantly puts it, excuse me, we are not going to include your ridiculous painting hanging on your wall or, those golf clubs gathering dust in the garage. We're sticking to things that have a clear, actual financial value. All right, now for the less fun side of things. Liabilities. This is all the stuff that's eating your money. We're talking about your home loan, any personal loans you might have, the balances on your credit cards and store cards, your car loan, and yep, that pesky student loan.
Okay, you've got the building blocks. You know what assets and liabilities are. Now it's your turn. I really want you to take a moment after this and actually do the maths. Let's quickly walk through how easy it is.
It is so simple. Just 3 little steps. First, you're going to list and add up all of your assets. Get that total. Second, you do the same thing for all of your liabilities. List them and add them up. And finally, step 3, you just subtract the liabilities total from your assets total. And boom, that's it. That one simple calculation gives you your net worth. It's the number that shows you your exact financial position, right now, today.
So, you do the calculation. And now you've got this number staring back at you. Let's be real, seeing it for the first time can be, well, it can bring up a lot of feelings. So let's talk about what that number actually means.
And probably the biggest fear for a lot of us is this one. What if my liabilities are more than my assets? What if my net worth comes out as a negative number?
If that's you, please, listen to me. Do not despair. A negative number is just your starting line. Honestly, the first goal is just to get to 0. And let me tell you, as the source says, getting to 0 is a huge deal. It means you've paid off your debts and now you have a clean slate to start building from. It's a massive achievement.
And this is maybe the most important thing I'll say today. This is your financial net worth. It is just a number. It is not a measurement of you as a person. Your life, your family, your health, that's your real worth. This is just a tool to help you manage your money better. That's all.
All right, so no matter what your number is, negative, 0, or in the green, the goal is always the same, right? We want to make it grow. So let's look at the incredibly powerful way to get that number moving up.
So, think about your career. Over time, you get a promotion, a salary increase, your income grows. That extra cash you're bringing in every month, that is the fuel that will grow your net worth. But
there's a trap. And here he is. Meet the lifestyle monster. This guy shows up the second you get a raise, and he is hungry. He wants a newer car, a bigger apartment, fancier takeaways. And if you let him, he will devour every single extra rand you earn, leaving you with nothing to show for it.
And that's the whole game. Right there. When more money comes in, you have a choice. You can feed that lifestyle monster your liabilities, or you can feed your future self. The key is to feed your assets. Use that extra money to pay down debt faster, to save, to invest.
Look, knowing your number is the first step, and it's a huge one. But the real power, the real change, comes from what you decide to do next. A high net worth isn't luck. It's just the result of saving and investing bit by bit over a long time. So the question I want to leave you with is this: what's your plan to grow your number 1 month at a time?